Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am back at last. Sorry for the long absence, but let's get right back into it. Apparently, there is some social unrest coming to South Africa, but before I get into that, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to like this video, share it far and wide, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, let's get into it.
My wife, she get it. Yeah.
Did I hear that correctly? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Newsflash. I'm your host, Joe Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. Social unrest warning for South Africa as crisis hits.
Oh Lord, what now?
South Africa may experience a wave of social unrest in the coming months as the country's major metropolitan areas are increasingly hit by water shortages. These shortages are also exploited by so-called water tanker mafia, which profits at the expense of the majority of the population. Political scientist R.W. Johnson said the water crisis South Africa is facing follows the trajectory of the electricity crisis, except that it is not so easily solved. A water crisis. Great. I mean, we just got out of an electricity crisis. Now there's a water crisis. And by the way, getting out of that electricity crisis, I'm still skeptical about, because like last year they were saying it's going to take years to fix load shedding, 5 to 10 years to fix it. And yet it was fixed probably within a few months. Something very fishy here.
I don't trust it.
And now we got like a water tank mafia and decaying water infrastructure. Are you kidding me? The Lesotho Highlands Water Project is Gauteng's most important water source, contributing significant fresh water to the Vaal River system. But this project had phases in order to meet with the demand of the growing population, and phase 2 was projected to cost approximately 7.3 billion rand and deliver water by January 2020. Phase 2 has been beset by delays and cost overruns. Now running 9 years late, the project is only set to contribute additional fresh water to the Vaal River system by 2028. And yes, that's the legacy of the ANC. And yes, we do have a new government now, the GNU, but remember, the ANC is still the majority of that government, and I have a feeling that the only time the South African people are really going to stop suffering is when the ANC is completely out of power. So just remember, if unrest really does happen, it's no one else's fault but the ANC. Okay, so I'm trying something new, ladies and gentlemen, with the Newsflash episodes. I might include more than one story from time to time, and sometimes it might include a pop culture or some pop culture news, like this one. Game of Thrones creator hints at new project with Arya actor. So I thought this headline was a bit interesting, so I thought I would bring it up with you guys, and here are some of the things that were said in the article. In a post on his personal Not a Blog website, author George R.R. Martin hinted at a reunion with Maisie Williams, that's the actress that plays Arya Stark in the Game of Thrones series. While explaining his visit to London in August, he described meeting with her for a meal. He did not share what the pair discussed, but he mentioned that he does believe it may potentially result in something that could be so much fun. Here is the full quote of what he actually said. We also got together with Maisie Williams for pizza and pasta and talked about, well, no, better not get into that. Do not want to jinx it, but it could be so much fun. Personally, I used to be a Game of Thrones fan. Well, let me put it this way. I really enjoyed everything before season 8, maybe even season 7. But the earlier episodes or the earlier seasons were really, really, really good. I really enjoyed them. I feel that season 8 really ruined it. For not just me, for everyone. I haven't even watched the prequel seasons that they have up now, and I don't know if I ever will. But I gotta admit, I like the idea of an Arya Stark kind of spin-off series about maybe her adventures after what happened in the events of Game of Thrones. It would be quite interesting. But let me know your thoughts. Do you think that would be an interesting series that you guys would want to watch? And while you're down there in the comment section, let me know what you think about the previous story as well. And don't forget to also leave a like on this video, share it far and wide, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, your Newsflash is in. Hi, sir. How are you? Lekker, bro. Yeah. Oh, you are a butt and a half, aren't you? Huh? You're the kind of guy that looks at the fire and then poof. It's just instant blitz. Yes, that's true. You're a rugby player, no doubt, right? No. You should be. Oh my God. Cool, man. Why'd you come late though?
I had a golf day.
A golf day? Do you eat the golf balls? Yes, I can see this guy from the 18th hole, from the first hole. No, thanks. What's your name again, sorry? Yandre. Lekker, nice to meet you, man. Thanks for coming.